Ours was one called Cybertron, until war brought its destruction and made exiles of us all. The lone hope for our race lay within the Allspark, the keeper of our history. But with its destruction, only fragments now remain, hidden away for all time. And though we have vanquished the Decepticon leader Megatron, his minions remain, waging horrendous war against us. And now our allies defend the human race from an evil it knows not. This stalemate cannot last long. One side of the coin must win, and yet the battle continues.
Calling all Autobots. Report to base immediately. We repeat, report to base immediately.
Ish, brother? What's all the commotion about? Exactly.
I suppose this may answer your question. Indeed, Prowl. Teletran 1 has confirmed that the Allspark Shard has been stolen by another Decepticon ally. Skids, Mudflap, I need you two to investigate the situation. But be careful. A larger force may be lying in wait, ready to spring a trap. Prime, you can't be serious. You're sending those two? It may be a risk, Ratchet, but Skids and Mudflap must have a fair trial.
If y'all say so, Optimus. I guess he knows what he wants. I hope. Alright, Mudflap, just like Prime said, if we're gonna return the Allspark Shard, we just need to find the culprit behind the crime scene. Yeah, I guess a clue would be nice, Skids, but where are we gonna find enough clues to figure out who stole the Allspark Shard? I mean, this ain't Blue's Clues, bruh. Poor, simple-minded Mudflap. How can you be so naive? Why, with the usage of our weapons, our quick wits, and 85% of my geniusness, we can surely return the Allspark Shard in a few seconds, like that. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Dear Diary, jackpot. Excuse me? Well, what I'm saying is, I think I have a plan to defeat the Decepticon barricade. Skids, what are you talking about? We really don't do that much plans, you know? Well, just follow my lead, Mudflap, because I think I found a way.
The Allspark Shard has been confiscated. Brilliant, Soundwave! And with the Allspark Shard in our hands, the Autobots will seal their own doom. Now, be sure to open the hatch when Barricade arrives. Understood, Lord Megatron. I have to bring the Allspark Shard to Lord Megatron, and if you don't get out of my way, I'm going to have to get quite nasty.
Oh, is that so, eh? Well, in that case, you're gonna have to go through me first, sucker.
Very well then. This may just be fun after all. And speaking of which, say hello to my little friend for me.
Hey, looks kinda like that Decepticon frenzy.
To think, I was gonna let you transform and roll out.
Looks like you don't stand a chance, do you, Barricade?
Oh, no? Well, two can play at that game.
What's this now? Are you approaching the shard? That doesn't seem like a very good idea.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody messes with the twins.
Aw, yeah. Atta boy, Mudflap.
Funny boy, I'll show you what sorry means, and that little brother of yours too. Oh, wait, where is he?
And it's a touchdown! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! And the crowd goes wild. Indeed, being a proud Autobot can really have his advantages. Now there's just one problem left. What are we gonna do with him?
Lord Megatron, Barricade has been defeated.
What? He dared to be decimated by two unruly twins? No matter. Someday I shall be fully repaired. Prime and his team will pay. And all of those puny Earthlings shall bow down to the might of Megatron.
So, you got the Allspark Shard back? Y'all think this answers your question? Precisely. Besides, we only did whatever we could to take care of that shrimp taco of a Decepticon.
Skids, Mudflap, I am very proud of you both. Your enthusiastic bravery helped protect the Allspark Shard from the Decepticons. Now we must bring it back to base and hire some extra security. Well done, Skids and Mudflap.
B, what is going on?
It looks like the Decepticons are at it again, Sarah. This time, they're causing all kinds of havoc across New York City. Guess it's up to the 5 of us to put an end to their charade, wouldn't we, Optimus?
Indeed, old friend. As proud Autobots, it is our duty to protect the humans rather than harm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Mary Poppins? Let's go kick some Decepticon tailpipe. As long as we're not too late, by the way.
Holy Mother of Max Fleischer, Optimus! It's Starscream!
Yeah, and since when did he claim himself as true leader of the Decepticons anyway?
Easy now. The Decepticon leader Megatron may be vanquished, but his minions still remain. And now the time has come to prepare for battle.
Holy nuts and bolts, Starscream! The sheriff and his team are in town! What do we do?
Well, what are you rust bucket imbeciles waiting for? Shoot them!
Understood, Lord Starscream.
Good lord, these mechanical aliens are multiplying like mad. Sector 7, what do you think we should do? Sergeant? All right, take it easy now. All right, that's good. Come on, let's go. Hurry. Come on out. Make it snappy now.
Foolish Decepticon. Any last words?
Whoa! Hold your fire! They're not exactly what you think they are. These are the good guys, especially the one with the GMC labeling. He's just kinda cynical, if you take my word. Bottom line, just don't hurt them.
Hurt them? Hurt them?
Now just what makes you think we want to do something like that, huh? Why, these 5 alien robots of yours are exactly what we need to build them up as the mascots for the U.S. Nest facility.
And by mascots, you mean actual saviors of planet Earth?
If that is his choice, I'll accept it.
Very well, then. Gentlemen, what do you say?
What seems to be the problem, Belle? Probably one of those neighborhood alley cats chasing mice again. Why, heaven forbid that a cat and mouse would ever dare climb into our castle and cause a ruckus. Right? Word, never in my life have I experienced such a display of violence. If someone has to put such an unexpected rivalry in its place, it's gonna have to be one of us. You know, maybe I can solve your cat and mouse problem for you. Well, I mean, I have been communicating with mice before, even before I met you guys. After all, communication is key, and I think I know how to do such. So, what? Are we live? Oh, yes, we're on. It's all yours, Cindy. Thanks, Aurora. Greetings, folks. 'Tis I, Cinderella of the Disney Princesses, located at the Walt Disney Studios in Hollywood, California. And welcome to Cinderella's Mystery-Solving Cinema. On this week's non-canon episode, we discover a little game of cat and mouse during an afternoon tea party. Were said cat and mouse from another studio? Was that small mouse even friends with Jack and Gus Gus to begin with? Well, let's find out. Would you boys care to respond about the whole situation? Precisely. I mean, we all knew that tabby cats were like monsters in the eyes of a mouse. I mean, the minute you pop out of your hole, boom, you're instantly confronted by a cat. Sure, cats can be cute and funny on the internet, but when it comes to chasing mice, that's a different story altogether. Turns out the boys weren't exaggerating after all. So naturally, I called for the cat and mouse for a little anger management meeting. And soon enough, I actually got the answer as to what made the cat snap like that.
You are one tasty son of a gun.
Excuse me, is it really necessary for him to refer to me as a tasty SOG? I mean, I understand that I might have swiped some Swiss cheese from the refrigerator, but his behavior seems excessively barbaric to me. And don't even get me started on those quotes of his, like constant hissing or evil meows. Trust me, I was trained at Strasbourg, and I strongly feel that we should solve this whole rivalry once and for all. Well, friends, it turns out that things were taking a turn for the better. The poor helpless mouse was making friends with Jack and Gus Gus. And as for the kitty cat, well, let's just say that things were taking a huge dip for him, as he was losing ability to differentiate between himself and his character. As expected, this security video demonstrates the severe deterioration of the cat's psyche.
And don't leave any in the register, or I'll have to use this mousetrap against you.
Sir, have you noticed our security cameras?
Cameras? Cameras? Take me to your CEO right away, or it's hasta la vista, mousy. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Animator.
Well, Cindy, I guess you were right. It goes to show how communication is the key after all. Also, I think you're in luck today. That new mouse just made friends with Jack and Gus Gus.
Okay, girls, I have invited you here because our subject for today is to learn how to be the best lifeguard you have ever seen. So, what do we do after we save a man or a woman from drowning underwater? Well, any answers?
You do the whole mouth-to-mouth thing?
And check its pulse? Correct. Once we do all of those, we shall check to see if the person is alive or has passed out. Well done, my ladies.
Well, what do you know? Looks like there's nobody here. This is the place, all right.
Yeah, and quite a clean and salty ocean, too.
Right. Okay, Curly. Did you get the boat yet?
What boat, Mo?
The boat we've been using for the last 10 years.
Oh, you mean that boat? I get what you're saying now. Have no worry, fellas. I'll be right back.
What's that chowder head up to this time?
I don't know, but it better be good. Hey, Mo, don't you hear that?
Well, how do you like that? The kid's got common sense.
Yeah.
All right, men. Looks like we're ready to set sail. Now, contact.
Contact. Contact!
Well, men, this looks like our stop.
You said it, Mo. Yeah, take a look at all the fish down there. It looks like we've got some well-chosen ones down there, too.
Yeah, a fine time for them to go swimming, too. Speaking of which, got a hook?
Surely.
Got any bait?
Why, certainly, Mo.
Now let's watch how the master of fishing show you how it's done.
Hey, I think I caught one, fellas. I think I'm losing him. An octopus, eh? Oh, a barracuda. And what a cutie.
Hey, Knucklehead, why don't you go get me a freckled trout?
Why, certainly, Mo. I'll get that right now. Now this ought to do the trick.
Yeah, well, let's hope it does. Now hurry up with that trout!
Okay. He's getting away.
Hey, Mo, what happened to Curly? I don't know. It seems like that tuna was very strong. Hey, Curly, where are you? Why, you knucklehead, what's the idea of going swimming again?
And just what on earth do you three think you're doing? Because it looks like we've got some 3 rule-breaking idiots on the loose. I mean, can't you read the sign? Now then, I suggest that either you follow our rules and regulations on this area, or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Oh, my. Hey, I got a great idea. We better get out of here. You still have that inflatable escape pod, Curly? I think I'm way ahead of you, Mo.
Brace yourselves, men. This could be a bumpy ride.
Viewer discretion advised.
Willikers, Eleanor. In all my years of joining the Space Academy, I've never seen such an intergalactic war this horrific before.
We gotta do something to save these humans, Wendell. We do want to keep the human population alive, don't we?
You know, I think you might be right, whatever the cost.
Well, you know, I...
Oh my.
Oh, thank goodness. For a second there, I thought it was the fuzz. So, let me get this straight. Your name is Suzette, right?
And your name is Heba.
And we're both human princesses with helium powers?
And both of us were running away from an evil emperor desperate to take over the galaxy?
You know, I never thought I would see the day like this.
Indeed. This could be the beginning of a common friendship. Two unlikely defenders against one evil emperor. So what do you say, Heba? Are you with me?
Indeed. I'd be much happier to be required with teamwork.
Yes. At last, we've caught you red-handed. No use attempting to escape now. Your new master wishes to speak with you.
Good work, gentlemen. I wanted those ladies taken alive.
On what grounds, sir? You do realize that with two princesses on each side, we'll be able to create a bonding to defeat your minions one by one.
Don't fool yourself. Now that you and your new friend have been caught single-handedly, you may just be claimed as my new servants. Then you will see as to why they call me the best king of the galaxy.
Oh no! Just what do you think we're gonna do, Eleanor? Oh God, what'll we do?
Oh my God!
Now that's what I'd call a comet shower.
Willikers! That was amazing out there, ladies. Now that's what I like to call excellent teamwork. Oh, by the way, I'm surprised we haven't met yet. My name's Wendell, and here's Eleanor. We were just wondering if you would like to live with us. Perhaps we can all be polite and present to you a nice Professor's Lair welcome.
If that is his choice, then so be it.
Oh boy.
Say your prayers, rabbit.
Oh boy. Looks like he's heading straight for the ammunition dump.
So you plummeted towards the ammunition dump, did you?
Now, wait a minute, Doc. Don't you want to give me one last request? Sorry, Mr. Wabbit, but there's nothing you can do to convince me otherwise. No, really, Doc. I'll do anything for you. I swear. Very well. Now, just what do you have in mind, Wabbit? I was thinking about you becoming a daredevil? A daredevil? Surely, Mac. Many folks can come from all around the world to see your brilliant stunts. You know, outside of shooting wabbits with your old gun, you crazy. Gee, I never thought about it like that. Hey, this isn't another one of your practical jokes, is it, Mr. Wabbit? Nope, no practical joke here, Doc. And just one more thing. If we go through all the test stunts before the big night, you'll do wonders and win a $1,000 reward. Hey, seems like a fortune, all right. Indeed, Mac. Now your first step, diving into a huge tank full of water. Where? I don't see one. Care to take a peek, Mac? You know, sometimes I'm so smart it almost scares me. Hey, Wabbit, this might sound a little crazy, but how come I'm tied and glued to a mechanical bull? Didn't you remember, Mac? We have to practice, remember? And yes, the rope and super glue were added to make sure that the saddle works properly. And when you put that out of the way, time to get you back in the saddles again. Help! Jane, stop this crazy thing! You know, it takes a miracle to learn how to ride a bull, and now this joker wants to get off. And now we have arrived at the grand finale for Elmer the Great, jumping over the Grand Canyon. I don't know about this, Mr. Wabbit. I mean, this does seem kind of dangerous to me. At least I know how Mr. Coyote feels. Hey, come on now, Doc. You can't give up this easily. We were doing so well with the practice runs. Surely you wouldn't want to disappoint your own audiences once the real events begin. You do want to win that $1,000 reward, do you? All right, fine. Let's get this over with. Okie dokie, then. Bon voyage, Doc! Happy 4th of July! done, Doc. You made it across without a single scratch on you. I did? Absolutely, Mac. Looks like you'll be ready for tonight's daredeviling just like we practiced.
Well, at the very least, he won't be chasing after me for a couple of days.
The summer season has just left the island of Sodor, and the engines were glad to return to their normal duties. However, there were many more passengers than usual, and many controllers were scrambling for new and exciting vehicles to keep their networks afloat. One day, Duke and Smudger were idling at the station, awaiting orders from the Thing controller, Mr. Percival. Now, for those who don't know, Smudger is a show-off. If you were to ask why, allow me to give you the demonstration. Every chance he makes, he can prove to the other engines how useful he can be, which results in him being careless, riding roughly, and often coming off the rails. His favorite engine to show off was Duke, who by many was regarded as the oldest and yet wisest of the narrow-gauge engines. The two engines waited and waited until they heard an unfamiliar revving. It was a shiny old-fashioned road vehicle who was donning a bright shade of yellow paint, a white rooftop, and was wearing a confidential smile. Out of all road vehicles such as Terrence, Birdie, Bulgy, Butch, and so forth, the two engines had never seen such an oddball of a road vehicle like this one before.
What's this here? Another one of them sports vehicles carrying Hollywood autograph hounds? Give me a break.
Actually, this here is our very first railway taxi, smiled Mr. Percival. In case another engine is busy or is waiting at another station, we can use this new taxi to deliver your passengers just like clockwork.
He's got that right. Usefulness on the road is my kind of specialty. I'm Revkey. Well, it's nice to meet you, little guy. I'm Duke.
And over here we have Smudger. He can be kind of a backstabber, or better yet, a show-off, if anything.
I heard that, Dookie.
All right, simmer down, you two. Let's get ready for your passenger trains today. There's so much to do and so little time. Come on, Revkey.
You bet, sir.
What a nice taxi. Isn't it exciting, Smudger? Now many more passengers can go from station to station in both train and taxi at the same time.
Yeah, right.
Taking passengers is our job. Well, we just gotta keep moving forward, that's all. If not, what might the railway come to? Uh-huh. Yeah. What if that taxi is the perfect example of our replacement, permanently? What may happen to all of us then?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to deliver my passengers today.
Well, all right, but be careful, Smudger. You don't want to puff roughly and come off the rails, do ya?
Listen, Dookie, who worries about a few accidents?
I certainly don't. Goodbye. He never listens to me.
So Smudger went to fetch his coaches. They didn't like the sight of him at all.
Not so hard, me lad.
Smudger, what do you think you're doing? Be careful with those coaches, me lad. The workmen had those repainted last week.
Yeah? Well, they'll be repainting them when I'm proven to be really useful.
Oy vey, some engines today.
Later that day, he pulled up to the station where James was waiting for him.
Why, hello there. What's your name?
James. Your name?
Smudger. Say, do you like pulling passengers?
Precisely. I'd be sure to give Gordon a run for his money anyhow. At least it's much better than pulling dirty trucks from dirty sidings.
Yeah, well, you better enjoy it while you still can, buddy. Unless you want to be replaced by an old-fashioned taxi.
James was speechless.
Smudger was chuffing carefully through the countryside. Suddenly, without warning, something unusual took Smudger's attention, and it was...
Oh, well, there's Revkey. Well, there's no way he's going to replace all of us steam engines now. Perhaps a little rail/road race wouldn't hurt anybody.
I wouldn't increase the speed if I were you, Smudger, said his driver. Besides, you heard what Duke said, right? But Smudger wasn't listening. This was the chance that he had been waiting for.
Oh, hi there, Smudger. How are you today?
But Smudger just laughed. Then there was trouble. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but Smudger was feeling rather silly. Later that day, Revkey heard that Smudger was in trouble, so he kindly delivered his own passengers to help him back on the rails again, whilst another engine took his train to make up for lost time.
Well, Smudger, I warned you to be careful, but you didn't take much notice, did you?
Yeah, right, he snarled. Besides, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling taxi who's planning to take our passengers and leaving us in the dust.
Say what? What makes you think I want to replace steam engines on Sodor?
Why, I wouldn't mind being really useful and keeping the railway network afloat.
It's in my blood. All right, fellas, easy, easy.
So, with the best strength possible, the workmen managed to lift Smudger back on the rails again.
Well, it looks like my work here is done. Goodbye, fellas.
Instead of saying thank you, Smudger could only make an angry sneer at Revkey. By the time he had crawled back to the sheds, the thin controller, Mr. Percival, wasn't very happy. "You are a very naughty engine, Smudger," he said. "One of these days, we're going to have to send you over to the Sodor Steamworks to have your engine looked at, so this way you won't come off the rails too easily. I suppose that'll teach you to learn some rock and roll tricks from Duncan." The next morning, it wasn't made very clear if Smudger had learned his lesson, before some children walked up and was granted permission by their families to come and have a look at the engines. One called out,
Hey, look, everybody. Here's Smudger. He tried to race a taxi yesterday, but the taxi nearly beat him.
and the children all laughed and smiled till they nearly had the case of the hiccups. Poor Smudger never believed in taxis now.
The city of Townsville, an entire society where we witness everybody heading over to Townsville First National Bank to cash in their checks after a hard day's work. But wherever there's a place that has money, there is someone who wants to steal it.
Everybody down on the ground! Don't look at me!
Freeze! Put your hands in the air!
Why, it ends now. Gentlemen, take care of these guys.
Hello. I see. Hey, you don't say. You don't say. Well, all right. I'll let the others know about this. Thank you. Red alert, girls. Townsville is under attack. But this time, it's Princess Morebucks, who is robbing national banks as we speak.
Princess Morebucks? I thought she has come to the realization that she cannot be a Powerpuff Girl. I guess not.
Indeed. We must have a closer look. Are you with me, girls?
Loud and clear, Blossom.
Aye, aye, Captain. Well, well, if it ain't Townsville's very own Three Stooges. Just what do you think you want? Well, for starters, you seem to be carrying something that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah, care to explain this fat stack of money that you're carrying?
Perhaps you should return it from where you got it from. Need me to make that clear for you?
Oh, is that so, huh? Gentlemen, you know what to do. Take care of these girls.
Looks like you don't seem to understand what you've done, do you? But don't worry, there's more than one way to hatch an idea. Adios, chuckleheads. Now where does she think she's off to, eh? I guess it's time for the three of us to do this the hard way. More bucks is just too fast. Blossom, it looks like we're gonna have to give the pacing a big boost, wouldn't we?
Yeah, like, we need to go much faster, like even faster.
Then there's no time to lose. I'm not gonna have to say this again. Return that money from which you stole, or prepare to face the consequences.
What makes you think that I want to start listening to rats like you? This is my money now, and it's mine only.
Well, I guess you know what they say. They always refuse. Yo, Bubbles, how far off course are we?
Ooh, this doesn't look good.
Hey guys, I think you might want to ease up on the cat fight. Up ahead!
And so, the day was saved, thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning. So, what have we got today, Bob?
I'm glad you asked. Rumor has it that there's a couple who got married yesterday and decided, hey, why not move over to Bobsville? So naturally, I found a perfect location for all of us to put together only the finest apartment building imaginable.
You know, that actually sounds quite thoughtful of us. Indeed.
That's right, Dizzy and Muck. Now, in case you don't remember, most people can be in a housing crisis and people need a place to live. But if they can't do that, then they can afford rental property. That includes finding only a temporary motel room until a month later, they can find the perfect place to be at. You know, I guess that kind of explains equity. Indeed, Scoop. Well, I guess we better hop right to it. And remember, once you arrive at said location, I'll meet you there.
No problem, Bob. Well, what are we waiting for, Jimmy Durante? Let's go!
Sure, why not?
It sure looks like the place, all right. This building may be a bit worn out and requires a much cheaper price, but it must have a fair chance, because working together will get the job done. What do you say, gang?
I guess so. Then we better get rocking and rolling.
Hang on a tick. Don't you hear that eerie buzzing?
Hey, thank you, Harold. I didn't know you once traveled from Sodor to Bobsville.
Well, you know what they say. It's good to have friends in high places. But that's not all.
I guess that's fair enough. Well, what do you say, fellas? Can we fix it?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, team. Time to get building. Well, that went smooth.
You know, I was gonna say, you can say that against you. However...
Well done, everybody.
Quite a marvelous building we've put together, if I do say so myself. Well, it just goes to show you that working together, you can help get the job done.
All right, ladies, what's the most exciting, heartwarming, and forward-thinking ideas that we could toss around for an amazing surprise party for our good friend Ariel? Any ideas? Now come on, don't be shy. Well, perhaps maybe I can bring up the summary for you. Upon hearing the news that the party was tomorrow, it gave me a sweet time to walk into an office room and would begin writing a specific message about the incident. And with the help of one of Ariel's good friends, Scuttle, delivering the letter to the ocean like a postman, I invited Ariel's older sisters along for the ride, and they'll be helping us with the decorations. After all, we do want to keep the spirit of festivities very special, right? To be honest, the last time we were involved in festivities, we had to take Ariel above the surface to see those live-on-stage performances in theaters. And oh boy, some moments can come off as a little crazy, if you know what I mean. Well, if you thought that was insane, then get a load of this. One time when we took Ariel on a trip to the Walt Disney Studios in California, she was expecting Prince Eric to just be there that day, as well as wanting to star in a cartoon alongside Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. Yes, well, anyways, as for our composer and instructor of the decorating, we have none other than Sebastian himself.
It's quite an honor to be here, Miss Belle, because between you and me, I always knew that I'd be considered the most popular. Okay, places, everybody! These decorations aren't going to make themselves, you know.
Well, what do you think? Answer me honestly. OMG, I'm so speechless. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, you girls planned all of this? Why, don't just thank us. Thank your older siblings for helping us make this party possible. Doesn't it just warm your heart to witness such sisterly love? Indeed. Why, this has been the best day of my life. How could I ever thank you, girls? Oh, but that's not all, sister. Just prepare to take a glare at our latest creation of a treat.
Yes, that's right. We, the three bears. Paulson Bear, Lewis Bear, and Bryson Bear. Secret detectives destined to spread justice to the kingdom of Toons. That's right, Toons. Cute, cuddly, winning instant fame, adoration, and acclaim. But today we find out what happens when the laughter stops, when the agent stops calling. For a cartoon character who never had her own show, Kaidi has yet to achieve excellence as a rubbery comic hero. The world was ready for a brand new comic book hero character. Thus, Kaidi was born. But right away, as she was introduced, people have theorized that she was claimed as a rejected cosplayer. To get people to recognize her, Kaidi tried to cross over into action feature films. It was an extremely tall order. Now, as secret detectives destined to spread justice to the kingdom of Toons, we now go live on the scene to see what our special guest star's problem could be.
To put it simply, rejection was following me everywhere I go in every Hollywood casting call. As expected, I tried to provide every superhero role, every single one, specifically overseas. Alas, I didn't make the cut. I still thanked my respective co-stars nonetheless.
As 1 week had passed, Kaidi fell into despair and was losing all hope. However, the only avenue left was a surprise just for her. As time was progressing, Kaidi was ready for her first training lesson for her act of bravery. This next clip demonstrates the delightful growth between herself and her character.
And don't leave any in the register or I'll get medieval on your butt!
Sir, have you noticed our security cameras?
You
don't say. Well, in that case, take me to your leader, or it's rabbit stew for you. I'm ready for my close-up now.
Ah, yes, the taste of justice sure is sweet, and Kaidi couldn't agree more. Now, she has found her purpose with the help of Viva and friends. Another case closed from the files of the Three Bears.